Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into one of the most mysterious and overlooked figures in ancient mythology, a being so powerful that even the gods themselves feared her. You may not have heard of Nyx, but she's one of the oldest and most intriguing figures in mythological history. In fact, Nyx is said to have ruled before the gods we commonly know, before Zeus, before anyone else in the pantheon. What's even more mind-blowing, this ancient goddess is mentioned in ways that could even relate to biblical texts and ancient secrets hidden in plain sight. So sit tight, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why Nyx is more than just a footnote in mythological lore. She might just be one of the Bible's biggest secrets. What if I told you that the Bible, the foundation of Western faith, holds a hidden truth? A secret buried under layers of translation and interpretation. A revelation so profound, it could alter the course of history as we know it. This isn't a tale about the Garden of Eden, but one that stretches back to a time before creation itself, to the swirling chaos of ancient Orphic mythology. In the very beginning, out of the cosmic egg, arose Phanes, the Golden One, the first king of light, radiating with the power of creation itself. But his reign was not eternal. From him emerged his daughter, Nyx, the embodiment of night. Dark, mysterious, and powerful, she took the throne as the sovereign of a shadowed universe. As we know from the Genesis story, God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. And so, God separated the heavens, divided the waters above from the waters below, and brought order to the primordial chaos. But beneath these well-known words lies the echo of a forgotten story of the dark goddess Nyx, who ruled in the realms of night before creation dawned. Could it be that this ancient myth holds the key to a different understanding of the origins of our world? And God said, "Let the waters gather in one place, and let dry land appear." And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the gathered waters he named seas. And God saw that it was good. While Genesis speaks of the separation of light and darkness, an ancient Orphic tradition tells a different story. In this tale, Nyx, the dark goddess, reigned supreme. She brought forth Gaia, the earth, and Uranus, the sky, laying the very foundations of our world. Phanes, the radiant first being, then united with his daughter Nyx, the mother of dreams, and granted her dominion. He entrusted her with his mighty staff, the scepter of Eros, and bestowed upon her the gift of prophecy. Nyx, the nurse of the gods, revealed hidden truths and brought forth Gaia, representing Earth, and Uranus, the boundless sky. She then passed Phanes' scepter to Uranus, marking him as king. The union of Uranus and Gaia became the first marriage, weaving the fabric of the cosmos. Often sidelined in myth, Nyx was far more than the absence of light. She was a force to be reckoned with, a queen, a mother, a prophetess. But why was her story suppressed? Why did the Bible and later traditions focus only on the light and order, leaving this dark queen in the shadows? Light emerges, casting darkness aside. But to truly understand the depths of creation, we must venture into the shadows and uncover the mysteries of Nyx, reclaiming her rightful place in the story of existence. Nyx, the name itself, seems to whisper across the nights, summoning visions of velvet skies and the boundless expanse of the cosmos. But who was this enigmatic goddess who ruled before time itself? Nyx was more than the mere absence of light. She was the embodiment of night itself, a primordial force older than the gods. While the Olympian deities squabbled and schemed, Nyx stood apart, a figure of immense power and quiet authority. From the depths of her being, she gave life to a host of deities, each representing a fragment of the night's mysteries, sleep, death, dreams, even strife. Nyx's creations remind us of her dominion over the hidden, unexplored realms of existence. In his theogony, Hesiod paints a haunting picture of her dwelling, describing it as loathsome and dank, a place even the gods avoid. Here, in her shadowed domain, Day and night pass one another like strangers at the threshold. The ancient poet Pindar also speaks of Nyx's realm, a domain of mystery and reverence, where time itself seems to pause. Nyx was not simply a void to be filled by light. She was a profound sovereign force, a mother, a queen, a keeper of secrets. As we peer into her world, we begin to see that the darkness isn't merely the absence of light, but a powerful, unyielding presence woven into the very fabric of existence. Imagine a place where sluggish streams of night spill forth a boundless gloom, a realm thick with ancient secrets. Nyx, the dark goddess, wasn't simply a figure of dread. She was also a powerful force of prophecy and divination, a keeper of the universe's hidden knowledge within her shadowy embrace. In Orphic tradition, there's a tantalizing clue about her influence. They speak of the three nights, suggesting that Phanes, the first king, plucked the flower of night. Could this symbolize a primordial trinity, with Nyx at its heart, a secret hiding in plain sight, waiting to be rediscovered? The mystery only deepens. Orphic texts offer scarce details on Nyx's reign, yet they hint at profound power. What did she create as queen of the cosmos? What wisdom did she impart to her children? And why did later traditions obscure her story, focusing on the bright gods of Olympus instead? To understand, we must delve into how Nyx was received in Greek culture, why she was revered, yet feared. Nyx held a unique place in the hearts and minds of the ancient Greeks. While the Olympians dazzled with vibrant personalities and dramatic exploits, Nyx, shrouded in darkness, embodied something deeper and more mysterious. The ancients revered Nyx as a presence that stretched beyond the realm of mortals, a dark goddess who existed before the light and whose influence lingers on, a silent power woven into the fabric of night itself. Nyx may have remained in the shadows, but she was far from inconsequential in Greek mythology. While the Olympian gods dominated the stage with their vibrant personalities and dramatic stories, Nyx was a figure of both reverence and trepidation. Unlike the more human-like deities, she was often portrayed as an abstract force, a shadowy figure with wings or a starry cloak. Nyx was the embodiment of night itself, a primal power that existed long before the Olympian order. Philosophers like Hesiod, whose theogony gave us some of the earliest accounts of Nyx, recognized her immense power. Even Zeus, the king of the gods, treated her with caution. Aware of her ancient origins and dominion over the forces of darkness, Zeus approached her with the respect reserved for forces far beyond his control. This awe, even fear, that Zeus felt towards Nyx speaks volumes. It suggests a recognition of her primordial power, a power so vast that even the mighty ruler of the gods dared not challenge it. Some scholars even interpret this as a sign of tension, hinting at a deeper conflict between the old ways of the gods and the new order established by Zeus. Imagine the scene: Zeus, the thunderer, ruler of the sky, hesitant to act against the goddess of night. This underlying tension between light and darkness, between the established Olympian order and the primordial forces, adds another layer to the already complex tapestry of Greek mythology. Though her role in Olympian myths may have been limited, Nyx was nonetheless revered and feared for her ancient, untamable power. In the ancient city of Myra, near Athens, Nyx had her own oracle, a place where people sought her wisdom and guidance. This shows that while she was feared, she was also deeply respected and revered for her prophetic abilities. The ancient Greeks, it seems, had a complex and ambivalent view of Nyx. She was both a source of fear and a figure of awe, a living reminder of the power of darkness and the mysteries that lie beyond the reach of the sun. But why did Nyx remain a relatively obscure figure in Greek mythology? Nyx, the goddess of night, was far from a passive force in the cosmos. She wasn't just the absence of light, she was a creatrix, a mother, and a source of life and transformation. From her shadowy depths emerged a host of powerful beings who shaped the very fabric of existence. Hypnos, the bringer of sleep and dreams, offered respite from the trials of the waking world. Thanatos, the embodiment of death, ensured the cycle of life and rebirth. Eris, the goddess of strife, stirred conflict and change, driving progress and evolution. And the Moirae, the three fates, spun the threads of destiny, determining the course of every life. But Nyx's creative power didn't stop at birthing individual deities. In some Orphic accounts, she is credited with laying a silver egg from which emerged a second cosmos, a more structured, ordered world, one that stood in contrast to the chaotic forces of the primordial universe. In this light, Nyx was not just a goddess of darkness, but a powerful force of creation and transformation, shaping the universe itself with her timeless influence. The second cosmos, born from the darkness of Nyx, represents a pivotal moment in the universe's evolution. It is a realm where the primordial forces are subdued, and order begins to emerge from the chaos. Nyx, the goddess of night, reigned over this new world, her darkness providing fertile ground for the birth of new gods and the eventual rise of the Olympian order. But her reign was not one of stagnation. It was a time of profound transformation, a necessary period of darkness before the dawn of a new era. Here, we encounter a crucial element of the Orphic cosmogony, the concept of succession. Nyx, the second ruler of the cosmos, willingly hands over the scepter of power to her son, Uranus. This act of free will sets the stage for the future struggles and triumphs of the Olympian gods, marking a transition that will reshape the universe. But what does all of this mean? How does Nyx, this enigmatic goddess of the night, fit into the grand narrative of creation? What secrets does she hold that could illuminate the hidden layers of ancient texts, such as the Bible? Let us turn our gaze to the book of Genesis, the foundation of Western religion. Could this ancient text, revered for its account of creation, conceal hidden clues about the dark goddess Nyx and her role in shaping the universe? In the book of Genesis, we read God called the light day, and the darkness he called night, and there was evening, and there was morning the first day. But in the Orphic tradition, things unfold quite differently. According to these ancient myths, Phanes, the first creator, set many things in motion. He crafted an eternal dwelling for the immortal gods, created the moon, and established a world for the ephemeral beings, a world governed by natural laws, with the sun as their lord. And all of this, Phanes, the Golden One, fashioned from his seat in the misty darkness of the cave, Antron, which he shared with his daughter, Nyx. Notice the subtle yet profound connection here. While Genesis speaks of the separation of light and darkness, the Orphic tradition places Phanes, the creator, within the cave of Nyx. This suggests that the very act of creation, the birth of light from darkness, originates from Nyx herself from the womb of night. In this view, creation is not a simple division of light and dark. It is a birth, a coming forth from the dark, fertile depths of the cosmos. Genesis tells us that God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. But in the Orphic cosmogony, Nyx is not merely the absence of light. She is a powerful entity in her own right, a primordial force, the mother of creation. From her shadowy embrace, even Phanes, the radiant first being, emerges. Genesis speaks of a first day, implying a linear progression of time, one moment following the next. But the Orphic tradition offers a different view, a cyclical understanding of creation, where darkness is not merely a void to be filled with light, but the eternal source of all things, the beginning and the end, ever cycling and renewing. In this view, creation is not just a one-time event, but a continual dance between light and darkness, between the known and the mysterious. In the Orphic tradition, creation unfolds in a continuous cycle. Light gives birth to darkness, and darkness, in turn, gives birth to light. Nyx, as the primordial goddess of night, embodies this cyclical nature, existing before, during, and after the emergence of the first day. The Orphic texts reveal a fascinating detail. Phanes, the first creator, emerges from within the cave of Nyx with his mother, and then he gives birth to his daughter, who is also named Nyx. This reflects the triple nature of the goddess. She is both the mother of Phanes, the source of his being, and his daughter. Later, Phanes unites with her to continue the endless cycle of creation. This paradox reveals Nyx's timeless nature, existing outside the confines of linear time. In Genesis 1:6, we read, "God said, 'Let there be an expanse in the midst of the waters, and let it separate the waters from the waters.'" This expanse, also known as the firmament, is a pivotal element in the biblical creation story. It divides the primordial waters, creating a space for the heavens above and the earth below. In the Orphic texts, we see a similar theme. The text praises Phanes, the radiant first creator, but also acknowledges his roots in the dark cosmic womb of Nyx. Here, the Orphic tradition and the biblical creation story converge, both recognizing the necessity of darkness in giving birth to order, life, and the structure of the cosmos. In both accounts, the division of light from darkness and the creation of space for the heavens and earth mark the beginning of the world. But in the Orphic version, Nyx's eternal presence as both mother and daughter highlights the profound cyclical nature of existence, where creation is not a one-time event, but an ongoing, ever-renewing force. Phanes, the radiant creator, emerges from Nyx, the night that shines with stars. This connection between light and darkness is a powerful reminder that even the brightest of beings, like Phanes, are tied to the primordial forces of night. Both Genesis and the Orphic tradition describe a division, a separation. In Genesis, it's the separation of the waters, while in the Orphic text, it's the division between the realm of the gods and the world of mortals. This suggests a fascinating parallel between the two accounts, with Phanes' active division mirroring the creation of the firmament in Genesis. But here's where the interlinear reading becomes even more intriguing. The Orphic text tells us that Phanes himself creates this division. This implies a conscious act of separation, a deliberate creation of boundaries. Could this act be Phanes establishing his own kingdom of light, distinct from the primordial darkness of Nyx? Is this the moment when the forces of light begin to separate themselves from the ancient, all-encompassing dark? This act of separation may also be foreshadowing the eventual conflict between the Olympian order and the older primordial forces. The interlinear reading opens up new avenues of interpretation, suggesting a hidden tension within the creation story, a struggle between the forces of light and darkness, order and chaos, new and ancient. This conflict, rooted in the very fabric of creation, hints at the cosmic battles to come. "And God called the expanse heaven, and there was evening, and there was morning the second day. And God said, 'Let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear.' And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters he called seas. And God saw that it was good." Here, the earth and the seas emerge, marking another critical step in the creation process. This separation of land and water further establishes order within the cosmos, bringing structure to the chaotic primordial waters. But how does the Orphic tradition view this stage? In the Orphic narrative, Phanes, the first creator, unites with his daughter, Nyx, the mother of dreams. In a powerful act of creation, Phanes hands over his mighty scepter, the scepter of Erebus, to Nyx and bestows upon her the gift of prophecy. Nyx, the nurse of the gods, reveals the hidden and concealed forces of the universe. From her shadowy depths, she births Gaia, the embodiment of Earth, and Uranus, the personification of the sky. Bypassing the scepter of Phanes to Uranus, Nyx hands over the rule of the cosmos to the next generation, setting the stage for the rise of new divine forces and further shaping the structure of the universe. This act marks not just a passing of power, but the unfolding of an eternal cycle of creation, transformation, and cosmic order. Welcome to Blessovia Science TV, where we take you on an exhilarating journey through the cosmos and unravel the mysteries of science. We are excited to offer you the opportunity to become a valued member of our ever-growing community of cosmic enthusiasts and knowledge seekers. Exclusive access to cosmic content. As a member of Blisovia Science TV, you will gain exclusive access to a treasure trove of cosmic content, including documentaries, interviews with leading scientists, space missions updates, and awe-inspiring visualizations of the universe, live Q, and sessions with experts. Your membership will grant you the chance to participate in live Q and sessions with renowned scientists, astronomers, and space explorers. Get your burning questions answered by those who push the boundaries of human knowledge. Embark on a journey that spans the cosmos and join us in unraveling the secrets of the universe. Become a Blisovia Science TV member today, and together we will reach for the stars. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and share. Don't forget to leave your comment.